At 3:42 p.m., I was watching two strangers stand inside my living room. Through my own security app. One of them was holding a clipboard. The other was measuring my windows. And standing in my foyer, arms folded like she owned the place, was Linda Marlowe, president of Briarwood Estates HOA. "This won't take long," she said. I hadn't even been gone 40 minutes. I'm Daniel Harper. 42. Civil engineer. I build things for a living. I don't argue emotionally, I document structurally. My lake house sits on the east bank of Greywater Lake. It's not part of Briarwood Estates. Never has been. My grandfather bought the parcel in 1998. It's recorded as Lot 3B under Plat Book 41, page 223 in Lake County. When Briarwood Estates was developed in 2017, their boundary began at Lot 4. That boundary matters. Before I renovated the house in 2022, new windows, cedar siding, standing seam metal roof, I did my homework. I pulled the county plat map. I ordered a title report. I requested a jurisdiction letter from the county planning department. On February 14, 2022, I received a written confirmation, parcel ID 07-113-003B is not subject to Briarwood Estates HOA covenants. I framed that letter. First red flag came in May 2024. A white envelope. Certified mail. Tracking number 70210950000188342197. Notice of architectural violation. They claimed my roof color was a non-compliant charcoal. I responded with a copy of the county letter and a boundary plat overlay. 2 weeks later, second notice, failure to respond. I sent it again. Certified. Then they invoiced me $750 for administrative review. I didn't pay it. Because you can't find someone who never agreed to your covenants. Or at least, you shouldn't be able to. Then came August 12. I left at 3:02 p.m. to pick up lumber from Lakeside Supply. At 3:17 p.m., my door sensor alert went off. At 3:19 p.m., my living room camera activated. And at 3:42 p.m., I watched my HOA walk through my house. Rung 1. What happened? Unauthorized entry. Proof captured, ring camera footage showing Linda using a master key labeled Briarwood Emergency Access. Why it matters, there is no master key authority over non-member property. I drove back immediately. When I pulled in at 3:46 p.m., Linda was standing on my porch. "Oh good," she said. "We needed interior confirmation. You broke into my house. It's permitted under Section 8.3. I'm not in your HOA." She held up a stapled packet. "According to our amended covenant filing dated April 3, 2024, you are." Rung 2. What happened? Presentation of amended covenant annexation. Proof captured, I photographed the document in her hand. It bore instrument number 2024-0 Why it matters, annexation requires recorded owner consent. I never signed anything. The next morning, I went to the Lake County Recorder's office. Rung 3. What happened? I requested instrument number 2024-041122. Proof captured, official certified copy. Why it matters, the annexation listed my name with a signature. It wasn't mine. Not even close. The signature was dated March 28, 2024. That day, I was in Denver for a conference. I had airline records. Hotel receipts. Rung 4. What happened? I pulled the notary commission listed. Proof captured, state notary database search. Why it matters, the notary's commission expired January 2023. The annexation document was notarized 14 months after expiration. I didn't confront Linda immediately. I escalated procedurally. I hired an attorney. $3,500 retainer. On September 2, 2024, we sent a cease and desist letter citing forgery under State Penal Code 115 and unlawful entry under Civil Code 602. Linda responded with escalation. Vendor intimidation came first. Lakeside Landscaping called me. Sir, the HOA president said we're not authorized to service your lawn. I'm not in the HOA. She threatened to blacklist us. Rung 5. What happened? Vendor interference. Proof captured, email from Lakeside owner quoting Linda's threat. Why it matters, tortious interference with contract. Then came lien threats. I received a pre-lien notice for $18,750 in cumulative fines. Rung 6. What happened? False lien filing attempt. Proof captured, document stamped by HOA treasurer, not county recorded. Why it matters, filing a fraudulent lien is actionable and potentially criminal. Then trespass again. On September 14, at 7:58 a.m., a contractor truck arrived. They began marking my fence line with orange paint. Rung 7. What happened? Unauthorized survey staking. Proof captured, security footage and timestamped stills. Why it matters, they were preparing to move my fence 3 feet inward. I walked outside. Stop. Now. The contractor shrugged. HOA boundary correction order. I handed him a copy of the county plat. He left. But Linda escalated further. Smear campaign. She posted in the Briarwood community portal that I was illegally annexed and non-compliant. A neighbor forwarded it. Rung 8. What happened? Public defamation within HOA forum. Proof captured, screenshot with timestamp September 18, 2024, 9:14 p.m. Why it matters, false statement damaging reputation. Then she filed a complaint with county code enforcement claiming I built an unpermitted dock extension. Rung 9. What happened? False authority complaint. Proof captured, inspection report no. CE 24-7712 clearing me. Why it matters, establishes pattern of harassment. Each time, I didn't argue in the street. I collected. Documented. Certified mailed. Log timestamps. I built a case file. By October, it was 2 inches thick. The twist came from something small. Metadata. My attorney requested the digital submission file from the county e-recording vendor. Rung 10. What happened? Subpoenaed e-record metadata log. Proof captured, submission IP address and timestamp. Why it matters, the annexation was uploaded from 192.168.14.22. That IP traced back to Briarwood HOA's office router. And here's the problem. Owner consent annexations must be physically notarized and recorded in person under County Directive 2023-17 due to prior fraud cases. Electronic submission was not permitted for annexations. Which meant not only was the signature forged, the filing method violated county protocol. But it got worse. The notary stamp number belonged to a retired accountant in another county. My attorney escalated it to the district attorney's office. Case review opened October 21, 2024. Official reversal seen. November 8, 2024. Lake County Superior Court. Case No. CV 24-11873. Temporary restraining order hearing. Linda sat across from me, jaw tight. Judge Elena Ramirez reviewed the filings. Ms. Marlowe, she said, do you have original wet signature consent from Mr. Harper? Linda shifted. It was digitally executed. County directive prohibits that. Silence. My attorney handed over the certified plat map and 2022 jurisdiction letter. Judge Ramirez read aloud, Parcel 07-113-003B is not subject to Briarwood Estates HOA covenants. She looked at Linda. On what authority did you enter his residence on August 12? Emergency architectural review. of a non-member property. No answer. The judge signed the order. Temporary restraining order granted. Immediate prohibition on HOA enforcement actions against my parcel. She added something unexpected. Clerk will refer annexation filing instrument 2024-0 for 1122 to District Attorney for review. Linda's face went pale. Within 10 days, the HOA's insurance carrier contacted my attorney. They offered settlement. Terms included written retraction to all HOA members, withdrawal of lien notice, payment of $27,400 in attorney fees, formal acknowledgement that Lot 3B is outside jurisdiction, and Linda Marlowe's resignation, effective December 1, 2024. The board voted 4-1 to accept. The annexation filing was voided by the Recorder's Office. Instrument number 2024-0 for 1122 marked invalid, fraudulent submission. Code enforcement closed their file with notation, complaint unfounded. Lakeside Landscaping resumed service. Quietly. No drama. Just paperwork. It's March now. I'm standing on my dock at 6:18 a.m., coffee in hand. The lake is still. My cedar siding is still charcoal. No fines. No notices. No strangers with clipboards. People ask me why I didn't scream at her in the driveway that first day. Because that's not how you win. You don't beat a Karen by yelling. You beat her with clean records. Stamped copies. Metadata logs. And patience. The lake doesn't care about HOA politics. And neither do I. But I do care about boundaries. And now. So does Briarwood Estates.